Rookie MP Kellie Leitch is a rising star in the Conservative caucus. The MP from Southern Ontario is also the parliamentary secretary to the Minister of Human Resources. But that is not the only job that Kellie Leitch has. Take a look.
Mr. Speaker, Service Canada continues to improve and it updates its operations.
By day, Kellie Leitch works the Hill as a prominent Conservative and a parliamentary secretary. But by night, she's Dr. Leitch, clocking hours as a pediatric orthopedic surgeon at the Children's Hospital of Eastern Ontario.
So have you always been on orthopedics?
I've always been on surgery.
Working on call, often very late at night, Leitch does emergency surgeries for kids with everything from broken bones to cerebral palsy. She has to put in a minimum of 70 days a year. All the other hours are filled with public policy. In your medical practice, you help one person at a time. Politically, in your political life, you can affect the lives of millions of people. Which is more satisfying?
They're satisfying in different ways. It's exceptionally gratifying to be able to take a kid and get them back playing on the playground, or to take a young child with cerebral palsy who may not be walking the best and get them out and playing with other kids on the playground. I can't tell you how wonderful that is. But at the same time, to be able to empower a whole group of parents to allow their children to do things and to help them is amazing.
Deciding to do both jobs at once was one thing, but figuring out how to do them was something else entirely. Scheduling was the first challenge.
Now you are on call next week.
So right,
we're
right?
in Ottawa.
With the help of her staff, they figured out a schedule that allows for both, but there was another roadblock: her own party's Accountability Act.
Initially, I had been told by the Ethics Commissioner that there may be some challenges to me practicing because I was a parliamentary secretary. But
what on earth is the ethical challenge for a member of Parliament to save the life of some child?
Well, the Act said that you can't practice your profession. To the credit, as I say, of the Prime Minister, having looked at this, and these are anomalies that happen. You don't foresee having a pediatric surgeon in your caucus. So we'll have a few patients an evening.
It was a request that few would make given the heavy hours that Leitch logs as a parliamentary secretary, but she says that keeping up on her first job makes her better at her second job.
I can tell you, a mom or a dad that comes to clinic doesn't just tell you about their child's broken arm or the challenges they're having with a wheelchair. They tell you about how terrible the road was getting there and that they like the Children's Fitness Tax Credit, but really they could do without these other things. And so it's like having a little focus group every week, and it's very grounding.
But with such a busy schedule, something's always got to give. So have you just given up sleeping? Is that how you do it?
I've been very fortunate. I inherited my mother's genes, and she only used to sleep every, probably 4 or 5 hours a night, so I can survive on that pretty easily. And residency trains you for it a bit.